Yes, we're live again. Okay, I'm in a burnt out house up in Versailles, Vermont. The guys next door have these laser weapons, very powerful, infrared. They burn right through the concrete. They go deep underground and they find you. So I just woke up this morning. Da da da. My left foot's aching. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with my left foot? I take my sock off. Lo and behold, there's a hole burnt into my small pinky toe, and it's oozing all this pus. Okay? Now, my feet are numb from walking around the electrical field that they generate up here in Versailles, Vermont. Now, the people doing it are around here. Now, let me tell you something. Anyone that eventually hears these recordings, hopefully in the future, they are trying to kill me. They killed my mother, my father, my stepmother, and killed my dog and burnt my house down. They kicked me out of my mother's inheritance. I am up here. They are around my residence with very powerful little lights that burn right through the structure and into your body. Okay? I just want someone to know I did not do this to myself. They are trying to kill me. Now, law enforcement's been notified. Everybody's been notified, but nobody has done anything. The motherfuckers are meth makers, meth addicts, and coke dealers. Okay? That's what they are. They are the suppliers for fucking New England. Okay? They are connected to the suppliers. Now I'm letting you know again, I didn't burn the hole in my toe. Okay? Smells real sick, too. Nice circle, just like the other toe. Go to FORTHIRMIT, Fort Hermit. Capture My Vermont. That's my big toe that they did 2 years ago. Okay? They did that 2 years ago. Go to JOECULLINAN, Joe Cullinan. It has a picture of a PIR, which is a passive infrared motion detector. They burnt a hole in the motion detector. Now, you tell me, how far away does someone have to be to do that? This motherfucker put these little power lines there. Ground plane to send voltage through my home to the other neighbor or through the poles. He does it every day. He has the nerve, the gall to pull in his driveway and drive home every day like he's doing nothing. This guy is a spy. Okay, he has a long wire transmitter antenna. He's a terror cell. I keep warning you people. He is broadcasting a signal from here to Beacon, New York on the power grid. He lives next door. His name is Stuart Bowles. It's Corey Perkins. It's Deirdre Ordway Smith. It's Adams. They're all up here. There's a guy Cannon in the Barnes family and the Prime family. They're all heroin. Every one of those families has a heroin bust. Okay, there's this other guy, Ruth, who's a sound personnel. He's also linked to drugs. It's a little drug network, right? That's what they are. That's what it is. So when I die, if someone happens to see this, you know who it is. Oh, okay, Cullinan. Just shut up and take your medicine, okay? They're delusional. You got to listen to this tape. I mean, I'm recording the feedback loop into my house. What they're doing now, as they harass me, they get very excited when they accomplish like an attack or a defeat, a damage. They're very psychopathic sociopaths. When they damage you, they get excited. It's like a thrill for them. So these guys have this laser speaker pointed at the house, and they're trying to jam my transmission on the internet by broadcasting a bunch of garbage, rhetoric stuff, a bunch of nonsense. If you listen within it, there are covert channels. They are dealing drugs. They come up on Amtrak. They come in the airports. They are linked to the military. They are linked to Afghanistan. That's the network doing it up here. Okay? They sit and broadcast this garbage. It's there. If you listen, you may hear, oh, gee, golly whiz, sounds like a bunch of noise. No, you have to analyze the sound. The signal is there. Okay? They got me in the hospital by putting a little chip in my ear and one in my throat and one of my sinuses, one of my nose. Look at this guy, Bell, wrote a book about it. A lot of people have wrote books about it. It's called Organized Gang Stalking, Electronic Harassment. So these are the drug dealers. If you read what it says, they're controlled individuals, CIs. They call themselves confidential informants. Because why? Because they act like they're confidentially informing when all they are drug dealers, drug addicts that get paid drugs to commit crimes. Now, look at the DEA. Has a RICO Act against them because they funnel money into secret accounts. Did I make this up, or is it some conspiracy theory? No. It was in the New York Times. Okay? They're under indictment. They're being investigated. It's the same group. It's the same fucking group. They live above the law. They don't even fear the law. Right? They actually call the cops when they need drugs. They call right down to dispatch and say, this is 69101 CI. I need some pot up here immediately. I need you to up my dosage. Right? Fucking sick dudes. And they hear them laughing. Listen to them laugh. This is an artificial intelligent harassment program that a handler, one person, will jump in, throws phrases at while the artificial intelligent program repeats. This guy's getting wasted, okay? You can hear him laughing. He's a nitwit. And I keep telling him, doing, you know? And they're like, haha, you can't do nothing about it, pal. We got paid all these cops so much protection, you'll never do nothing. They're going to come up there and just fucking kill you, Cullinan. This is what they yell at me. They're going to come up and fucking kill you because we're sick and tired of your shit. Right? Like I'm the problem. So now they're in the schools up here. There's this thing called a mountain school. There are 3 dealers that live within 1,000 feet of the mountain school. No one's ever thought to investigate them because they're big-time drug dealers. Okay? They don't care about that DAR program, D-A-R-E, DARE program, or stay 1,000 feet from a school when you deal drugs. They don't care because all the kids at the school are addicts. Okay? Will they check into that? No. Will they check when I die? No. Why? Because it's not the way it is in Vermont now. Up in Vermont, you eat drugs? Come on up. They're all over. These guys talk about having keys. Oh, I went to Frank's house, picked up a key. What do you guys want to do? I don't know. I'll stop over. We'll do some lines and harass Cullinan. You know. These guys talk to themselves as I get off. They're giddy. They're like so confident that they'll never get caught. And at this channel, they talk on is so covert, top secret. They're talking amongst each other, saying, "Oh, Bowles really did that. He punched." I am 6 feet below grade, 10 feet underground in the back of a garage. There is 8 inches thick of concrete. Then there's another 30 feet of soil and dirt. Okay. This guy has this laser microwave weapon that goes right through the ground into the structure. It's a high-powered infrared laser weapon that's used on the military tanks for targeting. He laughs and said there's no way to prove it, okay? The only proof is that he's burnt stuff up on my property, and he's burnt me up. That's the only proof, because they haven't caught him, because they haven't investigated it. Oh, you should hear when an airplane flies over. If a jet flies over, these guys have this covert comm channel. I guess the air pilots don't hear. It's ultrasonic. They start yelling at the pilot, "Get the fuck out of my airspace before I shoot you down." And apparently they have these laser X-ray. They have a radar system set up to detect planes, because every once in a while someone says, "Oh, we got 2 planes coming out of the south. 2 planes coming out of the south." Right? Oh, okay, I'm on it. What are you going to do about it? They're eavesdropping. They hear me right now. What are you going to do about it? Keep poking little holes in my body for the rest of your fucking life? You pathetic, worthless piece of shit. I got to get my lisp going. Some guy said, "Claim your car to me." This is some kind of command com word. But there's one guy on the Joe Cullinan YouTube site, right? If you listen to these firemen talking, he starts talking, and you hear one of the firemen say, "Oh, this is an economical disaster here," right? And I'm like, what the fuck? That's the same thing that they keep saying on the radio here. So I have a feeling these firemen are linked to this little covert network of corruption amongst the law enforcement and things that happen, like somebody in their home getting picked up by an ambulance and taken somewhere, and then the home occupied, right? This is after they're isolated. See, I'm being isolated now, okay? And I've heard them. This is the isolation team, 8125. This is 7125 here. What do you got? Well, Cullinan's being isolated up there in Vermont now. We got most of his phone calls being circumvented, and we're hacking into his network connections. We're in his computer now, and we're downloading some of his files once in a while. I don't know how he keeps blocking our signal. I don't know. He keeps walking around so much, I can barely get a lock on him. I got a beat on him pretty good. We got him walking around. I got a beat on him right there. The power line's coming in. Oh, gee, he's in his truck right now. I think he's going somewhere. Okay, 911, over there. You got a copy of me? He's coming down on 113 there. You want to keep track on, see where he's going? Okay, we're done. We're going to send some guy out to follow. This goes on and on now for 3 years as I listen to them and record it. And I keep telling them, listen, nitwits, you're not on a covert channel, okay? It's an overt channel. You're a bunch of dumb fucks. You must be so linked to corruption and collusion like these other countries, because there's no way in hell, right, that this would happen 40 years ago. You have so many of your nitwit twits doing fucking drugs up here, right? Yeah. You hear that nitwit twit? That's one of the dumb bitch women. These women are all heroin addicts. A lot of them. They shoot up they have to shoot up in the morning. They will do whatever it takes to get their fix. You know what I mean? They're addicts. Some of them are set up. They will dope them up and turn them into an addict, and then they go through that withdrawal, and they're like, here you go, here's your candy. I'm like, well, now are you going to do what we want you to do? And the woman's like, whatever, right? Now, me, on the other hand, I'm uncorruptible. So I'm what they call, let's fuck with them, and I keep yelling at them, and I keep proving it, because I'm electronic tech, communication tech, and I keep telling them, I already proved it. It's been posted online. The cloud is out there. But the nitwit don't get it. You know why? Because he's a nitwit. Right, Bowles? You're a fucking nitwit. I'm going to kick your fucking ass, punk. You want to run me off the road? I'm going to fuck you up, punk. I'm out by my driveway one day, cleaning up, working on something. This nitwit comes down the road, heading south, pulls into the northbound lane, right? This is a dirt road. Drives right up to where my toes are almost, right? I step back. He yells something at me, starts rolling his window down, right? I go, what the hell's your fucking problem? He takes his truck and swings over and bumps me and knocks me down to the ground, pulls back over. I jump up, almost fall under the tires, right? Hip fucking scuff my knee up. I jump up, right? I go to brace the land, to keep from falling because he turns into his driveway, which is 10 feet from my driveway because he set up this house here to attack me. My arm goes in his fucking goddamn window that he rolls down now that wasn't open before. He gets out of his fucking car like he's a goddamn cowboy, scrouched over with his hands down and his butt stuck like in a crouched snoper. And he says, I'm going to charge you with assault. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, alcoholic? You're drunk and you're telling me what? You fucking just ran into me. And I'm yelling this at him. And I'm like, you're a fucking nitwit. And he's like, well, I'm calling my buddy the cop now. This is this fucking goddamn alcoholic next door, drug addict. Mr. Stuart Giles Bowles out of Arizona, no less. Sexual predator. So I'm a U.S. citizen. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing this to a United States citizen in the United States. Okay. If this is a foreign entity doing this, it's heinous to burn somebody up with directed energy weapons and then act like they're doing nothing wrong when there's nobody around. You see that? The picture? There's no houses there. Okay. There's no houses. There's one house all the way down to the right. There's one house all the way down to the left. That's two houses. There's one house next door. That's three. There's one other house all the way to the right. That's four houses. That's it. These weapons are like lights, okay? The further away you get, the less power it is. Now go to Amazon. Type in 10-watt blue laser burning light. All right? You go there, you type it in. You can buy a burning laser that will burn a hole in the wall at 50 feet. Okay? It's right there. Burning laser. I'm typing in right now. So I'm on the internet. I can't sit by my desk here because somebody monitors my home with the surveillance equipment that only law enforcement has. That's all. This stuff is so fucking high tech that no one else can afford it, or some kind of spy, right? You don't get it. Who else would have it? A spy would have it, right? Or a insurgent, someone that's killing people. Afford it. I could barely afford a Christmas light. I don't know why they're doing it. I've contacted the UN. I contacted the international courts. I've contacted my congressperson. Right? They just, it's like no big deal. This is the new, what do you call it, world order, as they keep saying around the neighborhood. Don't you understand, Cullinan? This is the new world order now. Doodle people up here, Cullinan. Don't you understand me, Cullinan? It's the new world order. And this is what this nitwit keeps saying. Do about it. It's the new world order, Cullinan. Now, why don't you move? Now, if you hear this channel, there's say 5 people around a table. They keep acting like they're good cop, bad cop. Okay. In other words, they're playing the good cop, bad cop concept, right? That an investigator would use, which indicates, right, they're on a detail, right? They're using tactics that law enforcement use. Confidential informants, right? Targeted individuals, right? Fake warrants, right? Fake reports, right? Now, when I contact the FBI, they talk to me like I'm the problem. Okay? Everything I reported and report is actually happening. The signal that they use is in the ground plane. It's in the earth. Okay? It's traversing underneath as 3 volts plus. Okay? It's a carrier on the 60 hertz. Okay? I told them this. They play stupid. They look at you and say, "Oh, gee, I don't feel nothing," right? He goes, "Gee, Joe, I don't feel nothing. We use a radio, and if we hear a sound on the radio, or buzzer sound, we know we got a problem." I said, "Oh, yeah, okay." I got to grab my radio. I come outside. I go, check this out." I put the radio on. I turn it on. And there's the buzzer sound. He goes, "Oh, that's strange. A radio sound. Huh, huh." And he looks at me and he just goes, "Huh, huh. Oh." I said, "Well, there's your noise. What's the story?" "Huh. Well, huh. Okay. Huh. Oh, well. Have a good day." Huh. That's 3 years ago. That's fucking 3 years ago. That's Washington Electric Corporation. They have these little fucking spies amongst these fucking people that don't know what they're doing. So the guy just says, play back 2 seconds. Off. Like, oh, they're so mighty high and proud, right? How does he know they're using tactics that law enforcement use? Right? I'll tell you the answer. I ordered it a criminal justice class, and I actually had a criminal justice textbook that I used to look and read. Okay? It's not rocket science, you nitwit. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Copper! You corrupt motherfucker! Who do you work for? What fucking country did you sneak in under? Are you like on loan from the Soviet Union, or are you on loan from Canada? Or are you on loan from Mexico or Venezuela? Or how about this? You're from Cuba and you know all about the sonic weapon attack and you're here to help, right?